First alert weather. Yep. Let's get an update with the chief, Scotty P.
And you know what? We are looking at some of the rain and the storms, and you can see right now on the Dallas City cam behind me, the raindrops on the lens there. So pockets of some heavy rain moving their way through parts of North Texas. Winds are right now at Love Field out of the southwest at 23 miles per hour, kind of feeding in to some of those storms that are moving their way through. Nothing severe, but tomorrow I want you to pay attention to the weather. Be aware because widespread rain and storms on Thursday. We've issued the alert. We issued one on Monday for the potential of strong to severe storms on Thursday and extended it now until Friday morning. And some severe storms have the possibility of some damaging wind gusts and some larger hail. The storms will be there through Friday morning. Then I think we'll drop the alert by midday on Friday when a lot of the activity moves its way to the east. Take a look at this. The first alert 24-hour forecast starting tomorrow morning. There will be rain around. I think then as we go into the afternoon hours, better chance of some of those stronger storms to severe storms happening into the early evening hours as well, sticking around. A little bit of a break, and then overnight, Friday night into early Friday morning, that next round moving through. Tonight, the first alert satellite and radar combined is picking up on some of the thunderstorm activity that we saw develop, and some of the outflow boundaries that are developing from these storms when they collapse is allowing a little bit more activity to develop in Wise County, into Denton County. Just some rain that's there. The heaviest rain right now, southeast sides of Dallas County. You can see near Post Oak Road, just to near Wilmer, right along 45. We have some of that heavier rain also stretching down through 35 near Red Oak. We have some of that heavier rain just to the east of Oak Leaf as well, stretching our way down into parts there of Ellis County. Noticing in the west side and northwest sides of Parker County also an isolated storm popping up. So there is enough energy that we're seeing some of that tonight, but I don't think we'll reach severe limits overnight into the morning hours. But meteorologist Amish Brown will have another look at the radar and have an update tomorrow morning on CBS News Texas at 5 a.m. First alert futurecast shows that we'll see some widespread rain around, isolated storms developing, but then late morning hours into the afternoon, we start to see this line of storms try to come together, solidify a bit more closer towards midday, and then moving through the Metroplex in our early afternoon to mid-afternoon hours. That's then going to slide its way down to the southeast, and then the potential of strong to severe storms remaining in the forecast. That's why there is a slight risk of severe storms that does include the Metroplex, west sides of North Texas, and then it shifts east going into Friday. So with that moving east, and I think that next round of rain and storms on the way between about 3 to maybe about 9 a.m. on Friday, we have that chance of the showers and storms. Maybe a half of an inch to near an inch of rain in some spots. Right now, I want to show you 66 degrees at DFW, and it is raining. Southwest winds at 32, gusting to 48 with those storms moving by. Your first alert 7-day forecast quickly shows that we'll see 75 Friday. Front moves through. Saturday, a high of only 59, but Sunday warming up. Sunny skies on the way. You're watching us here, CBS News Texas. We'll be right back.